morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, guys, we're talking about modified cars and warranties. Well, the modifications that you put on your car void your warranty. This has got to be up there with one of the most common questions and common misconceptions that I read and see online, that I get in my DMs, that I see in comments on my videos. It's kind of a hot topic. A lot of people have a lot to say about it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my opinion and insight on warranties and if modifications will in fact void them. Should be an interesting one, guys. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and enjoy the video. Nice old school Carrera, dude. I dig it. I dig it. I'd like to own a Porsche someday. Maybe a Cayman GT4 or something of that nature. Maybe a GT3 RS when I'm rich. Wouldn't that be nice? Gotta have goals, guys. Everyone's gotta have goals. Especially car goals. We're gonna head down the road to a little spot over here so we can film this video, but it's a hot topic, dude. Modifications, should you do them to your car? Will it void your warranty? I'm telling you guys, I get so many DMs from people asking me about parts that they put on their car. Will it void their warranty? Should they do it? Shouldn't they do it? Is it risky? Yeah, she sounds good. Wake up, COT. This car sounds great. This car sounds just great. You know, first, before we get into this video, I want to talk to you real quick. I am not an expert. I don't work for any dealerships. I don't work for any manufacturing brands. I don't work for any modification brands. I'm just a dude who makes these videos that modifies cars. This is my job. And so building up these cars, I often get questions about what will void warranties, what won't void warranties. So I figured we would just talk about that today. If you are an expert, self-proclaimed, or maybe you actually are an expert on this topic and you want to talk about warranties a little bit, maybe you work for a dealership and you'd like to chime in down below and educate all of us, go ahead and comment down below in the comment section. I'd like to blow this up kind of like a forum. The best thing that we can do in this video is help each other out, comment down below, and bring some insight to the table. With that being said, you guys, today I'm just going to give you my insights and my opinions on modifications, warranties, and what will void what and why. So from what I understand, when you put parts on a car, the dealership basically has to prove that whatever that part that you put on or modified to the car made the part that is in question go bad or fail. For example, this car is tuned. So if my turbo went out or even my engine, something happened to my engine and it just exploded, I would be on the hook for that. I would not be able to go to the dealership and say, hey, I want to take advantage of my warranty now that you know, this engine went out or this turbo went out, even after I've gone and put on this tune. And yes, a dealership knows when you put on a tune. They can tell that your car has in fact been tuned or modified and will void your warranty on those parts. Now let's say that my seat electronics went out. My tune obviously does not affect my seat electronics. I could still go to the dealership with this warranty. This car only has 7,000 miles on it. Could still go to the dealership and be like, hey, my seat electronics went out. The car tune will not void the warranty for the seat electronics. That is the general rule of thumb when it comes to modifications, what will void what, and if that dealership will in fact deny your warranty claim. I also want to bring up one other point, you guys. I did see some other people online talking about piggyback tunes, and if JB4 piggyback tunes will not, they won't void your warranty. I do not believe that is true. I believe piggyback tunes will in fact void your warranty. I do believe that dealerships can see if a piggyback tune has been placed on your car. I know for a fact they can tell if you've done like an ECU flash, but in my opinion, if you are gonna go ahead and tune a car, it is always better to do an ECU flash over a piggyback tune. If you are someone that is worried about voiding warranties, yet you wanna modify your car, there are a couple avenues for you. Things like Dynon for BMW or M Performance for BMW, like an M Performance exhaust or an M Performance height adjustable spring kit, or the Dynon exhaust system, or even the Dynon tune. You can in fact add those types of parts to your car, and BMW will in fact honor your warranty. So there are specific companies that you can use that are a bit more conservative, also a little more pricey, but you can use those, and companies like BMW will in fact allow you to keep that warranty with those modified parts on the car. Now, like I said, those parts are generally a lot more expensive and also very conservative. I actually ran a Dynon exhaust system on my M2. I loved it. I thought it was awesome, but I have partnerships with brands and I like to go a little bit crazier on my modifications. So anytime that I get into these cars, you know, I pretty much void the warranty right out of the gate. I think this is also a good rule of thumb. You know, if you are trying to get into this game and you're trying to modify cars, just make sure that you can afford it. Make sure that if something were to go wrong, you can afford it. If this engine were to blow, I'd be on the hook for an engine. If this turbo were to go out, I'd also be on the hook for a turbo. That is part of the game and I would be responsible for that, and I'm willing to accept that responsibility if something goes wrong on this car because of a part that I have added. Now, like I said before, if my seat electronics went out or my window regulator went out, of course that's gonna be on Toyota or BMW, whoever wants to. I mean, it's kind of a weird car, so whoever wants to claim the responsibility for that. But obviously the parts that I have put on the car are not gonna void the warranty for those. Like if my iDrive took a shit on me or like my seatbelt stopped working, that's obviously something that I can take the car to the dealership for and say, hey, this is on you. This part failed. I didn't put anything on the car that would have made this part fail. So that's like the general rule of thumb when it comes to warranties and what modifications will void what. As long as the part you put on is not causing that other part that failed to fail, then they can't really void the warranty for that part. But I think in general, if you're someone who is just trying to enjoy the car and you don't have to worry about paying for parts and things that fail down the road, it's always good to just leave it stock and enjoy it. Or just go for those parts that are a bit more conservative, like Dynon or Carbon, which is actually, I'm pretty sure that that's the previous owner of Dynon who started Carbon. But anyways, you guys get the point. Go for those dealer-friendly modification companies so you can retain that warranty in case anything were to go wrong. Let's say you're a little bit younger and you might not have that extra cash to cover a part that would fail. It's probably not the best idea to be modifying the car if you do still have a warranty on it. If you want to go a little bit crazier when that warranty expires, that's probably the better bet, but you just have to understand that you are accepting responsibility for anything that were to go wrong on that car. But without question, I have voided warranties left and right on these cars because of the modifications and choices I have made. But like I said, I know what I signed up for, and if something were to go wrong, it's okay. I could afford to fix it. Not to mention it'd be good content. So anyways, guys, hopefully this video brought some value to you, maybe answered some questions. There aren't really any clear answers out there on warranties and what will void what. I actually personally went to my local BMW dealership and asked them to sit down with me and have a conversation on camera about warranties. They wanted nothing to do with it. They did not want to sit down and talk about warranties and modifications in a video. And to be honest with you, I understand. I really wasn't trying to like put BMW on blast or make them reliable for anything. I just kind of wanted to clear the air about some of these questions, but they unfortunately did not want to sit down and make that video with me. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the video with my opinion, and hopefully some people will drop in here that have even more knowledge than me and help educate everyone down below. Anyways, guys, that is the rule of thumb when it comes to warranties. Just be willing to accept the repercussions if that part that you put on or modify in the car ends up causing failure in your car. Anyways, guys, please do comment down below. You know, if we have any experts or people that work at a dealership and they want to talk about warranties, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Help everyone else down below kind of understand a little more about warranties and modifications on cars. But hopefully this video finds you well. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment down below, like this video, hit that bell notification. And just like that, this video's over and we're out. Peace.